One more time, let's watch Addison Russell do his thing. Look how quick the break is. Great read, and again with the left fielder converging, no fear of contact, and he is pumped. Usually doesn't show a lot of emotion on the field, but he knew he just pulled off a miraculous play.
Juan Nicasio, the new pitcher. 5-2. The Cubs have the lead.
30th birthday today for Nicasio.
Two and one on Rizzo.
In the rotation earlier in the year, moved to the bullpen. 35 games, 12 starts. Had some control issues. Off and on throughout his career, he's always on a little bit of a high walk rate.
Foul the other way. 38,137 the paid crowd tonight. We just watched one of the best defensive plays we've seen all year. He walked him.
It would be interesting to get his perspective, whether he thought that was a better play than the one he made in was it in San Diego on the road trip, that rocket, or San Diego or LA?
San Diego.
Will Myers, right?
Yep.
I think the exit velocity was 196 miles per hour.
Miguel Montero to hit for Grimm. Nice series for Miguel. Came off the bench. Game-ending base hit on Monday. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Caught a shutout last night. He looks at a strike.
The other thing about that Russell play, it came in an inning where it was kind of a slow, laborious inning. We talk so often about how it usually has an adverse effect on defenders. They don't react quite as quickly. Not the case with Russell on that play.
He fans Montero for the first out.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest taking public transportation. They offer a free bike check that's located by the Addison Red Line station. And if you drive your car, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com.
Batter is Hayward. Casio began the year in Pirates rotation. Went to the bullpen in June. And a line shot out into left center. Rizzo makes the move toward third. Throw goes to second to keep Hayward to 1. Third time on for Hayward tonight.
They dumped that RBI single in front of McCutchen last time. This time lashes that ball for the alley in left center.
Nice hand for Russell. We often speak of the man of the match. Russell could do something big here. He could put himself into that discussion with Chris Bryant. Already an RBI single, a walk and a run for Addison. Jason Hamels, 6 innings, 1 run tonight. Cubs pitcher of record.
So you're saying this has man of the match implications?
Possibly.
Plate appearance.
Let's say he made up for the first inning error.
There have now been 10 walks issued in this ball game, 5 aside. At the start of this game with Tony Randazzo's strike zone, that seemed impossible.
Strike. Casio throws, fouled back. Vogelsong 5+, 5 runs on 6 hits. Bastardo, scoreless inning. Although 2 runs scored while he was in there, they were both charged to Vogelsong. One, 2 in the air. McCutchen drifting, and Rizzo should be easily able to score, and he will. Sacrifice fly for Russell. Comes back to a 4-run lead.
Second RBI of the night for Russell. Casio, a former Rocky. And he, like the starter Vogelsong, he had to deal with some head trauma. Remember, he got whacked with a comebacker there a few years back.
Yep.
He got hit and then he fell to the ground, and then
it was a neck injury that was the big thing. Yep.
Very dangerous, very scary.
Fractured vertebra in his neck. That was in 2011. Hit by an Ian Desmond line drive. Looks like Travis Wood will get the 8th. Two and 1 to Baez. Casio's been a Rocky, a Dodger, a Pirate, and along the way, various stops. He's been a tourist, a Dust Devil, a Nut as well.
A lug nut or just a nut?
Just a nut, the Modesto Nuts. The Asheville Tourists and the Tri-City Dust Devils.
He's from the Dominican Republic, and you hear a lot of San Pedro de Macorís. He's from San Francisco de Macorís. I didn't know there were multiple de Macorís in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. His hometown, third largest city in the Dominican Republic. Bounce toward the middle. Hayward was on the move. Mercer off balance throw gets Baez, and that will end the inning. Cubs add to their lead. They get that 4-run lead back after the Pirates scored in the top of the inning.
It's Ace's big Labor Day weekend paint sale. Buy a gallon of our best, Valspar Optimus, get one 50% off. Buy our best value, Clark and Kensington, get one 50% off. Buy one, get one 50% off now through Monday.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Love the color.
Thanks so much.
Everything you're looking for is right here. I'll be here if you need me.
Watching in slow motion as you turn around and say, oh, take my breath away.
Find anything you like?
Yes.
Now is the moment to get the Honda you love. KBB.com's 2016 Best Value Brand. Hurry in. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon.
If I can stand up on my own, don't make me stand alone. Lift me up so I can see the light. For when the sun goes down, I will lay in your arms tonight. Don't be afraid, your heart's been repaid.
This beer is true to its roots. Brewed only in Golden, Colorado, and nowhere else, ever. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
Value City Furniture presents how to know when it's time. First, look for a sign that it's time to buy new furniture. Any sign? At all. Then, follow the signs to the Labor Day sale at Value City Furniture. Hurry in for free delivery, plus 48 months, no interest financing when you spend $19.99 and up. Perfect. And that's how to buy the perfect piece at Value City Furniture.
We are back tomorrow night on CSN Plus. Mike Montgomery takes a start for the Cubs. Buster Posey, Brandon Belt, Hunter Pence, Bruce Bochy. The Giants are in town. Join Cap and Holly before the first pitch on Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto, starting at 6:30 on CSN Plus. Brandon Crawford.
He hits it high.
Wayne Kuiper, Mike Krukow.
There's Travis Wood. Actually, I don't think Kruk's going to make the trip, unfortunately.
It's good to see the Giants in their group. John Miller, Dave Fleming.
Right field for Marte. It's foul.
Yes, I think in consecutive series we'll have Chad Kuhl and Joe Panik in town. And it's getting time to panic for these so-called bubble teams. The marathon is becoming a sprint.
Still 0-2.
I see Travis been introducing that slow curveball a little bit more into his repertoire here lately. I don't think he threw that one where he wanted to. And elevate the cheese.
Felix Pena has done a nice job early on since coming up from the minor leagues. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cervelli has played the entire series back of the plate for the Pirates. We've had 24 plate appearances tonight that have ended in either a walk or a strikeout combined. Strike. Contreras sets up toward the inside corner. Cutter misses up and in.
So if the goal is to increase action in the game, what about a bigger zone up and down and a narrower zone, or at least a very true zone east and west?
Yeah. Well, theoretically, calling the horizontal part of the strike zone is a little easier because you have a plate, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vertical parts, you know, every player different height. Mm-hmm. You're kind of guessing a little more, I suppose. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
But I mean, I know I've talked to a lot of hitters in the past who have said that, you know, they wouldn't mind if the zone is going to be big, they'd rather it be big up than out.
Right. Yep.
And so that might encourage more balls in play.
Drilled to deep left in the corner. It's off the wall. Caesar will have to track it down. Boy, big carom. And Cervelli's got a double.
For a minute there, it looked like he might have his first home run of the year, but he comes up a little bit short off the base of the wall. He'll settle for a one-out double.
One strike to Rodriguez. Gets a sign from his catcher. Cutter almost hit him. 2-1. Nationals beat the Phillies 2-1. That's a sweep in Philadelphia. 2-2. They held the Phillies to 3 runs combined in that 3-game set. Rockies trying to complete a doubleheader sweep, have an 8-5 lead over the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th in Denver. Inside again, 3-2. And yes, Nolan Arenado has hit a home run. So he and Chris Bryant tied again with 36, leading the National League. He walked him. Mercer steps in. 1 for 3 with a run. David Freese is now on deck. Two on, 1 away, and a strike. They're in the 10th in Kansas City. Yankees and the Royals are tied at 4.
Sanchez go deep yet?
No, but Starlin Castro hit his 19th. Chris Bosio out to talk with Travis Wood.
A lot of talking going on tonight.
Yep.
Starlin Castro batting .266. So 19 home runs. That's a career high. Best year he had with the Cubs in that department. 14. He did it twice.
Yeah, average and on base below his career average. He has outslugged his career mark by about 25 points.
And normally you see that kind of a boost for a hitter joining the Yankees who hits from the left side of the plate. I thought when Starlin was here, that's how he was going to get to the next level, start to slug a little bit more, because the speed wasn't there. He wasn't going to be a speed guy. You know, I don't think he was ever going to be a high on base guy. We've seen enough. You know, we've been around long enough. The chances that he would make great improvements in that area not there, but I thought there was more power in there.
Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch ripped into the corner. Here comes Cervelli. Here comes Rodriguez. It's a 2-run ball game now, 6-4. Pirates are not done yet.
No, and as Freese gets announced, Joe will come to the mound and make the change.
Ladies and gentlemen, indicated by the moderator, number 23. David Freese.
So here comes a rookie right-hander, Felix Pena, with the tying run at the plate in the 8th.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to over $150 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost over $3,300. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 double play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
New message.
Hi, Bob here. Well, not here per se. We're opening our 75th store, and I'm out whooping it up at our chain-wide Labor Day celebration. And while we're growing fast, there's one thing that will never change. My Bob's way. No phony sales or gimmicks, just untouchable furniture values. So come celebrate our 75th store all Labor Day weekend long with entertainment, yummy treats, and Bears alumni legends on hand. You can even enter to win a pair of our coveted Bears tickets. Okay, gotta go. There's a balloon animal with my name on it.
Hey, how's it going? Hotcakes? Hotcakes.
This place has hotcakes.
Hotcakes.
So why aren't they selling like hotcakes? With Comcast Business Internet and Wi-Fi Pro, they could be. Just add a customized message to your Wi-Fi Pro splash page, and you'll reach your customers where their eyes are already, on their devices.
Order up.
It's more than just Wi-Fi. It can help grow your business. You don't see that every day.
Introducing Wi-Fi Pro. Wi-Fi that helps grow your business. Comcast Business. Built for business.
Time for the Midas Tire and Auto Service call to the pen. And here is right-hander Felix Pena.
Yeah, he's made 3 appearances since coming up to the big leagues. Gave up 3 runs in a third of an inning in San Diego. The other 2 were good. Scoreless outings. Yeah, this is a little bit of a dicey situation for the young guy.
David Freese off the bench. Mercer at second. He just knocked in a pair with a double. And outside, ball 1 on a breaking ball.
Cubs have issued 6 walks from the 5th inning to this point in the ball game. 11 base runners for the Pirates after the 4th. Looks like it was going to be a real quiet night for them offensively.
Three 3-0. Harrison on deck.
I think Tony was anticipating strike there.
Three and 2, 1 away. Top of the 8th. Felix Ricardo Pena, 6'2", 185. And he is from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican. 26 years old. Signed with the Cubs back in 2009. The pitch.
So organizationally, one of the longest tenured Cub players here.
So is the guy behind the plate,
yeah.
Wilson Contreras. Freeze with a good emergency swing. He waited back, fought it off. Four. Harrison, the batter. 2 out of 4 with an RBI tonight. Going to get a pinch runner, Alan Hansen, for Freeze.
Yeah, he's a speedster. His best attribute, a good defender, plenty of speed. Just called up the other day. Yesterday being the other day.
Technically correct.
It is another day.
Pirates trying to rally late. They've already scored twice this inning. Fastball strike.
Yeah, and Clint Hurdle in go for mode here. Aroldis Chapman in the bullpen. Now, whether Joe uses Chapman tonight or not, I don't know. But if you're Clint Hurdle, it's certainly something you're considering. So everything he can do here to do damage in the 8th is his thinking.
Throw to first, threw it away. And the problem here is now you've got both guys in scoring position. So an error on Contreras. And a game that felt pretty comfortable is definitely not, as Harrison strikes out. Here's Bell.
I mean, the idea is not bad. You got the rookie pinch runner, maybe catch him unawares. Lacking in execution that time.
Low for ball 1.
Like Josh Bell, a lot of guys that, their practice swing is just kind of measured, rehearsed. Their, the swing path. His practice swing, yeah, he's going to break the pinata every time.
Yeah, he's trying to hit Lake Michigan. 1-1. To the count. Now 2-2.
Well, Kahn looking in the 7th on a curveball that was probably out of the strike zone. See if that influences his approach here in this at-bat.
On the ground is second. It's Baez to end the inning. So they get 2, but the Cubs maintain the lead. It's 6-4 in the 8th.
Get more storage for less money with an Aero Metal Storage Building from Menards. The 10x8-foot Hamlet is perfect for storing mowers, patio furniture, and more. On sale only $269. Protect exterior wood with Thompson's Water Seal Stain. It penetrates deep to prevent water and UV damage while resisting mildew growth. A gallon of semi-transparent oil stain is $14.97. Find this and other great deals now during Menards Labor Day construction sale.
Save big money at Menards.
The summer clearance event is here at Feeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Elgin. Get our lowest prices on our entire inventory. Cars, trucks, minivans, and more Jeeps than we need. All with 0% financing available. Look at this 2016 Wrangler, just $299 a month. Or a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab, $299 a month. Both with zero due. Or this 2016 Dodge Caravan, only $16,997. Find it at Feeney, FeeneyAutos.com.
As teams dig in for the pennant race, DirecTV is bringing the heat with the MLB Extra Innings package now for a special half-season price. Watch baseball's best arms and biggest bats battle for postseason rights, all at a new low price for the rest of the season. Plus, get MLB.TV included, so you can watch nearly 100 live games a week on over 400 supported devices. Bring home this season's final stretch. Order MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with this Sportsnet Central update presented by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. Later tonight, we'll have highlights and reaction from the Cubs after tonight's series finale against the Pirates. Chris Sale discusses his stellar outing against the Tigers this afternoon in Detroit, and Eddie Royal discusses his return to Bears practice. All coming your way at Sportsnet Central. Holly with me for the postgame. After this one goes final, I'll back to Len and JD at Wrigley.
Thank you, Cap. Bottom of the 8th, Cubs leading by 2. And a big right-hander, Jared Hughes.
Yeah, he's going to huff and puff and blow your house down, man. He's very intense out there. He's 0-1 with a 3.48. In 44 innings, he's allowed 51 hits. He gets a lot of outs on the ground. Good sinker.
Jason Contreras. And the answer to the question of Aroldis Chapman, he is loosening in the Cubs bullpen. Grounder to third, foul. Number back to the mound, gloved by Hughes. He'll run it halfway and flip to Bell for the rest of the distance. Hefty home run. Chris Bryant, at least for a couple of hours, took the lead in the NL with his 36th. Nolan Arenado has tied him tonight. But they were tied to start the game. Matt Caesar, the batter. Inside, ball 1. It's foul. Hughes has that bowling ball sinker.
Yeah, the kind of guy you really don't want to hit off him in April when it's really cold. You get that sinker down near the end of the bat and it just reverberates through your hands.
Double-A Tennessee Smokies won tonight 8-7 over the Birmingham Barons. It was the Smokies' final home game, and what a finish. Center fielder Trey Martin robbed a home run. Leaping grab, 2 outs in the 9th to seal the win.
Make him the man of the match.
Nicely done. Inside for a ball. Albert Almora Jr. had 4 hits for the I-Cubs today. Jamer Candelario 3 for 5. 10-1 win at Nashville. Rookie League Mesa lost to the Mariners Arizona League affiliate 4-0 last night. Single elimination playoff game. So the Mesa Cubs season is over.
Candelario's really lighting it up, isn't he, down at Iowa?
Yes. Yes, he is. Caesar walks. Arizona Fall League player roster list is out. And from the Cubs organization, in Mesa, Ian Happ, Eloy Jimenez, catcher Victor Caratini, and pitchers Dwayne Underwood, James Ferris, Ryan McNeil, and Steven Paraxlis will all participate. The pitch to Fowler. Line shot. It's going to hold up for Marte. Caesar trying to make it back to first. And he does. If Bell had caught that one hopper, I think Caesar would have been out.
Marte gets a great break on the ball, and he's got that big arm. We saw him throw out Baez at the plate last night. 17 outfield assists, and almost got another one here. Caesar slamming on the brakes, stumbles just a little bit.
That is a rocket of a throw.
Brandon Hyde, lucky that he wasn't positioned just a little further the other way. He would have taken that one right in the coconut.
Andrew Toles has hit a grand slam for the Dodgers. They now have a 10-8 lead at Colorado. He scored 5 times in the 9th, 3 in the 8th, 5 in the 9th. So they were down 8-2. To the shortstop Mercer. So we'll go to the 9th. Here comes Chapman. Cubs lead by 2.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
The search for better is one of our greatest traits as humans. It's a new commitment.
You're in.
A bold move.
You're in.
Even a fresh start. This appetite for better is everywhere. In people, communities, and also at Subway. Every day, we're finding new ways to serve fresh, locally sourced produce and food free of artificial preservatives whenever and wherever possible. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to over $150 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost over $3,300. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 Double Play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
There are 93 days of summer. Head to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now. Hit red lines across state lines. Hug new turns like old friends. Or just open it up on an open road. Summer's going fast, so don't waste a minute.
Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
The most popular way to follow the Cubs' postseason push is with MLB.com @BAT, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy game day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and even more. Get MLB.com @BAT on your favorite devices.
Aroldis Chapman trying for his 32nd save.
Looking for the 3rd consecutive day. Picked up the save in the ball game last night.
Facing Andrew McCutchen.
Aroldis, the 6th Cub pitcher to work in this game. 10th pitcher overall. Everybody that has pitched in this game has issued at least 1 walk so far. See if Aroldis can break the string.
Now say, old chap. Got to be paying attention back there. That I had it all the way.
That's why you don't put your fingers through the netting.
Tell you, Chapman not only trying to get the save, as that ball's rolled to Baez, who spins, throws right on the money to get McCutchen. He's also trying to become the only pitcher in this game to not walk a batter.
Yeah, that's
10 pitchers tonight. And maybe the only one without a mound visit.
Yes, the conversation with a catcher or a coach.
Polanco.
You have to assume, well, maybe you don't have to assume, but highly likely that Aroldis would not be available tomorrow. Given the Cubs' comfortable lead in the division, you can imagine that Joe would use him 4 straight days.
One and two. Chapman with a career .086 earned run average against the Pirates. 42 games. 42 innings, 75 strikeouts. The 1-2 to Polanco. Now back to the screen. Pitch at 100-3.
Wallace really knows how to accessorize too. Remember in Cincinnati he had the red glove.
Yeah.
Now with the Cubs he's got the blue glove. Well, what do you use with the Yankees?
Navy blue. That's wide and foul past third. Struck him out.
Impossible. No chance for Polanco, and you're gearing up for 101.
Base hit. That'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Second hit for Marte. Hit a double in that direction early in the ballgame, his first time up.
By Cervelli.
Cervelli not a real power threat. However, the guy on deck is Sean Rodriguez.
Gets away. Marte to second on a wild pitch. Chapman ready for a 1-1. Another one gets away. That'll move your feet.
Yeah, how that got through there without hitting somebody is hard to believe.
Two balls and a strike on Cervelli. 2-2.
Chapman looking to save it for Jason Hamill. It will be his 14th win.
Not bad. Previous career high was what, 10? Right field and a base hit. It's a one-run game, and it'll get Rodriguez to the plate. 6-5. You had a fair amount of slugging from Cervelli to Rodriguez, at least this year, and about 175 points of slugging.
Yeah, a lot of swing and miss too, but he does not get cheated.
Another one gets away, and now the tying run is at second. So those other wild pitches really didn't matter, but this one does. Third wild pitch of the inning. And it's 2-0 on Rodriguez.
There's not been a clinic tonight.
But you know what? He hasn't walked anybody yet. And it's 3-0. Mercer on deck. Although I think 3 wild pitches probably equals a walk, right? There's ball 4. Esposito to the mound.
So he couldn't avoid the walk. He couldn't avoid the meeting.
He got McCutchen to ground out. He struck out Polanco. Marte singled. Cervelli knocked him in after a couple of wild pitches. He threw a wild pitch with Rodriguez at the plate, walked him. And the batter is Jordy Mercer, who drove in a pair with a double in the 8th.
Cubs pitchers have thrown 194 pitches tonight. 8 2/3 innings.
Took a little something off the fastball. 100 for a strike.
Mm, 104. It's like an FM radio station. Yep. 104 the Heat.
Another 0-2, another foul.
.103 the Cheese. Slider might work.
Yeah.
Might be a little hesitant.
Soft rock.
Oh, good throw the slider. Mercer hanging in there.
Still 2 strikes on Mercer. The pitch. This has been a laborious 9th inning for Chapman. 26 pitches. They're tempted to get into swing mode, I would think, as a hitter against Aroldis Chapman. Speed up your thought process. But Mercer was trying to slow his heart rate.
Or at least check it.
The 1-2.
He's had outings since he's joined the Cubs where he hasn't been particularly sharp, but some of these fastballs way off the mark here tonight.
Tying run is at second. That's Cervelli. Rodriguez at first. 2-2. Well, Mercer giving him a heck of a battle. Two balls, 2 strikes. That's pitch number 30. These pitches have been in this at bat alone. As a sign from his catcher. And a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Cubs win. Cubs sweep. They hang on. 6-5 the final.
A game of survival here in the later stages. But good enough to get it done yet again. They sweep the Pirates out of town. Hamill gets the win. Chapman gets a hard-fought save. Chris Bryant with the early heroics. Addison Russell with a spectacular defensive play of the night. Not pretty, but a W.
We did the tabulations down in the production truck, and the Binny's toast of the game goes to Addison Russell. Maybe for just this play alone.
Yeah, boy,
saver.
Doesn't get any better than that. That was just brilliant.
Binny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. So what a finish to August. 22-6. That ties the Cubs' best record ever in this month, set back in 1932. And Kelly Krall is with another of the heroes tonight, Chris Bryant.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Chris, you've seen and had a couple at-bats against Volgasong before, but what about that first inning there? You're a 36th home run of the season going deep. What were you looking for?
Oh, he just threw a curveball there. I've just been seeing the ball really good lately. I feel good about where my swing is at. I'm confident up there. So it was just a byproduct of how I felt up there. But yeah, that was a great game all around. I mean, we had to work for it, but thankfully we got the win.
Well, I know you probably had the best seat in the house for Addison Russell's catch down here. Describe what you saw in that moment.
I mean, I thought it was getting down for sure. I mean, I thought I thought Matt had a better chance at it, but I mean, Addy is made of gold. I mean, he's unbelievable in the field. I can't say enough about his defensive abilities out there. It's just fun to watch.
22-6 in the month of August. You guys now turn to the final month of the regular season. Assess what this team did this month and where you think you are right now.
I mean, we did better than we could have ever thought. I mean, it was an unbelievable month. 22 wins is something to be very proud of. But we got a lot of work left to do. We got to come out here and win some more ball games, and but it's fun to watch today. I mean, the pitchers battled, the hitters gave good at bats. A long game, we didn't lose focus, so hopefully we continue that into September.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you.
There you go, guys. A lot of work still to go, but they sweep the Pirates here tonight.
Thank you, Kelly. And a season best 38 games, over 585 up, 47 down. Back here tomorrow night, 6:30 for our coverage. 7:05 first pitch on CSN Plus as the Giants come to town. A lot more to come on Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. Final score tonight, Cubs 6, Pirates 5.
A little bit of drama at the end. An elevated pitch count for Aroldis Chapman, but Jason Hamill was good. Yep. Addison Russell was sensational. Chris Bryant hits a home run. And the Cubs are a season high 38 over 500.
Yeah, what a month of August. What do we got in the month of August? 22-6. I mean, just absolutely outstanding. Continue to play great baseball. Sweep the Bucks right out of town. And the Bucks came in playing great baseball, having swept the Milwaukee Brewers. So, again, this is a reflection of how good this team really can be. And you get contributions all the way down up and down the lineup. You get Jason Hamill back online again. You get a Aroldis Chapman save there at the end. Got a little dicey. Certainly felt like there was a little bit of Pirates traffic out there. But a win is a win. And certainly Cub fans are thrilled to get it done.
All right, we'll hear from Joe Madden. We'll play all the highlights. We'll have some fun, and let's go. Bang. Cubs win 38 over, and they are 15 games up in the division. Their magic number is 16. Wow, we'll be right back.
Here you go.
Our dog is gonna love camping with us.
Come on, get in! Let's do it again. Ready?
My turn.
Lease a new 2016 RAV4 with 0 due at signing, 0 down payment, and 0 first month's payment. Or get 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4 during Toyota's annual clearance event. Toyota, let's go places.
It's my intergalactic destiny. I'm ready, as we all must be, to take on this crazy meteoric conflict. Yikes!
Watch a movie on the way to work. Can't do this driving, but you can on Pace. Pace turns any commute into moments of relaxation. Travel in a more relaxing pace.
Your home, your auto. They just go together. Combine your home and auto insurance with State Farm. Save time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to your State Farm agent today.
When I was just a young one, maybe pushing 10, somebody told me no, son, and I decided then I'm gonna dig my style, I'm gonna walk the same.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota, discover more in a Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Let's go places. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Polanco swings at the first pitch, and it's caught by Russell!
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
He may have just saved 3 runs. Unbelievable.
That was the play of the night. Addison Russell was magnificent tonight defensively, and the Cubs beat the Pirates to sweep the 3-game series. 6-5 your final. 6-8 and 2 errors. 6-8-2, a little bit better. 5-9-0, and your magic number is now 16. Hello, welcome in to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He is HollyTime28 on Twitter. He's Todd Hollingsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Look, Addison Russell, we know, is a Gold Glove caliber defender, but that play tonight, that was sensational.
Well, what impresses me at this point of the season, this team doesn't back down. That's what excites me so much. What a great month. We talk about it, August 22-6. They played great baseball. But again, you look at a game like tonight. Cap, if this isn't a Cubs win and the Cubs get some good things out of it, we blink at this game and we move on to the next one. That's how well this team has played this year. That's how far out in front they are. But when you see the passion, you see the enthusiasm after the catch, from Grimm to Russell to Bryant, I mean, that's what these guys are all about, and that's certainly what has got me excited for September. September's going to be a little bit of a challenge. You're going to have some games that might not mean a whole lot in the standings, but you've got to be able to maintain that passion and that enthusiasm to go out there and still get wins, and you saw it again tonight.
Cubs finished the month of August with a record obscene, 22-6. There's how that ranks in Cubs history since 1913. There you see it right there. April. Whew. How about that? April 2016, also outstanding. So it's been a long time coming for the Chicago Cubs organization to see this type of success. But again, 22-6 in the month of August. 7th inning now. Let's go to the 7th inning. The Cubs are up 5-2. The bases are loaded, 2 outs. Gregory Polanco bloops one down the left field line, and this is just a big-time play.
Well, and this is an incredible athlete. You see the drop step right there, right foot back, takes a straight line to the ball, gets a great read. That's all of these things matter, people. You see how far he's going to travel, but you see how direct to the path he is. Gives himself an opportunity, even goes down a little bit early to buy himself a little bit more time. That's one thing, Cappy, I was never good at. I only left my feet if I absolutely had to. But you see Addison, he's okay on the ground. Many times we'll see him go back to his backhand in the hole, different plays where he can throw the ball from the ground. You see it right there, the willingness to get down. You can buy yourself a foot or two on where that ball's actually going to be caught. Me, I needed to catch it over my head. Addison Russell, he'll pick it right off that turf right there, as he did. Used every foot. What was it, 105 feet of ground he covered right there? Impressive stuff.
All right, UPS Store taking care of business. Player of the game. Bottom of the first, they call him KB. Some call him Sparkles. He gets the Cubs on the board with his 36th home run of the season, most in the National League. He had 2 hits tonight, played well at third base. He's just sensational.
You call him Sparkles?
No, that's what his baseball reference nickname is on there.
Sparkles?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, well, you know what? I'm calling him, I'm getting close to calling him MVP. How about that? What do you think about that? Yeah, he's having that kind of season right now, and he's having that impact daily. Good to hear him after the ball game talk about where he is, where he's seeing the ball, how he's seeing the ball. I feel like we're starting to see that power come back once again. We talked about how hot he was with his eyes. Defense outstanding again in the ball game tonight.
That's just a really nice play right there. Ends an inning. I mean, real aggressive step and dive. He did a really good job. Here's a backhander, but way deep. skips one across, and Rizzo's there to make
Yeah, nice play by Anthony over there. And certainly this is the rhythm that you have when guys start to play together. You know where the throw is going to be. You're willing to even put the ball down, keep the ball down, and know that your first baseman's going to pick you up right there. There's a little Anthony Rizzo right there over the wall, too.
Yep. He didn't step on the ledge.
Did you get a bobblehead out of this?
Made the play.
No bobblehead?
I don't think you get a bobblehead there. Let's take a look at Chris Bryant's August numbers, Holly. Hit 383, 29 runs scored, 10 bombs, 22 RBIs, an on base of 472, a slug of 748. And that gives you a north of 1,200 OPS.
I don't know what's more impressive. I think for me, I take the 472 on-base percentage. And I mean, on base nearly 50% of the time. Where he hits in the lineup, obviously, setting the table for the big guys. Anthony Rizzo right behind him. I mean, this has worked hand in hand. Now the power comes. As I've said so many times, I'll say it once again. It's great to watch the development of Chris Bryant this season. He has become a pure hitter, a good hitter, a 300 hitter, and an on-base machine. We know he had the power. That's the one thing that he could rely upon. It was always going to be there. Power hitters, they go through the ups and downs of a season, but you watch how consistent he is right now against velocity, against lefties, against guys who change it up and mix it up. He's putting together quality at-bats time and time again.
All right, let's hear from Joe Madden. He is brought to you by the fine folks at Xfinity.
There's probably as good a catch as you'll see, especially in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, he has this ability to make that kind of a play, whether it's a pop-up, a ground ball. He made that mistake early in the game. He just got caught in between what he wanted to do. That's all that happened on that play, but he's been nothing short of spectacular. Everything he's doing, came back with the 2 RBIs. The sacrifice fly to right center I thought was outstanding. With that 2-strike pitch, he just moved the baseball. That's what we need to get done in those particular moments, to base it to left field. But he's been amazing, actually. Yes, sir.
Obviously, Addy's play was the defensive play of the game. Chris Bryant also made 3 great plays.
Yep.
One in the stands.
Right.
I can't play. I haven't played. Do you think his defense kind of goes under the radar since he's such a good hitter?
I think, part of what's going on there is everybody's always concerned that he's not playing one position, and that thus his offense is going to suffer because of that. If you look at him, at every place we put him, he's considered an above-average defender, whether it's at third base, any position in the outfield. He is an above-average defender. For me, it's probably not talked about as much because of his offense. You're right, but he's been excellent. He's gotten better with his feet. His arm's more accurate. I'm talking about third base right now. But anywhere you put him, you feel good about it. He made a catch that might have been San Diego with this top spinning line drive in left field that he reached down and stayed on his feet out. He just plays well wherever you put him on defense. He's just a good baseball player.
Joe, would a 15-game lead on September 1st exceed your expectations for the first one?
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Absolutely. I would never have dreamed that. Never. I'm happy with the way we're playing, obviously. That's a record for the month in August. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. No, not at all. I mean, that's you never even could imagine that you would have this kind of a lead at this particular point of the season. Give our guys credit. Came out, we played really, really well post All-Star break to this point. We've been able to rest guys over. It's got 2 days off today. I'm going to have to get creative with the bullpen tomorrow and give guys probably multiple days off, some of the bullpen guys. But give our guys credit. I mean, regardless of where we're at in the standings or how we've been doing, we came out to play that game, that day, just like we did today. And I give the Pirates a lot of credit, because that might have been the best stuff Aroldis has had since he's been here. Physically, velocity, consistently, probably the best he's had. And they worked outstanding at bats in the 9th inning. Give them credit.
Felix really better
in that 8th inning, right? I'm sorry? Felix really better in that 8th inning. Yeah, Felix kind of saved it, right? Because Travis was just... I wanted Travis first and Pena, just based on experience. I know what's happened recently with Travis having difficulty a little bit with righties, but he's always been good against righties. So I just chose to go that way and back him up with Pena. And then they had to make a choice, pinch hitting. Here comes Freeze. So they could have brought Jaso up right there. I didn't know what they were going to do, but I had to go with Pena at that point. And then after the Aaron Pickoff throw, he's got to face that kid. Bell's good. He does not expand the strike zone. For a young man, what he does at the plate is really, really impressive, and I can understand why they like him so much. So give Pena a lot of credit. He's pretty much the guy that kind of saved the night.
Joe, thoughts on Hamilton tonight?
Outstanding. He was really good. Just that moment where those couple walks in that one inning took him out of the 7th inning. I was really, I'm counting pitches. I know the bullpen is extremely short tonight. I saw 7, even 8. I thought it was within his abilities because the stuff was really good. The fastball was good. Sliders were good. The walks bit him a little bit, but just purely physical stuff, he was outstanding. Just pounding the strike zone pretty much. He's pitched well here. I mean, that's part of the gig, too. He's done a nice job in this ballpark. A lot of our guys have, pitching-wise. He was just, early on, he just took command better, got off to a better start. I think that had something to do with it. But from the side looking out, velocity was really good, like 93, some 94s in there, and they were and even when he was missing a lot of them, they were not. I kept asking Wilson from the side, they looked like they might have been good pitches, and Willie said, no, they're just missing. So that's actually a good sign. When he's just missing like that in the area where the glove is at, I'm okay. But I thought overall, got off to a better start, and really, I thought his stuff was a click better than I saw in L.A.
Joe Travis has come up huge in multiple big moments for you, but righties are really crushing him right now.
I know.
Do you think you need to limit his exposure to righties going forward? Or something?
You would like to be. I mean, tonight we didn't have. There was no choice tonight. I mean, I don't like to put our guys, our relief pitchers, in a situation that's not really conducive to their benefit. I mean, the fact that they would pitch well. If Pena had been here for more than 10 seconds, I probably would have used him right there. I didn't want to put that all on him and then back him up with Travis, where they could have had their way pinch hitting wise with the righty. So I took a shot. He got a first out, right? And then it happened after that. So yeah, that was the thinking. I mean, I would full bullpen, normal bunch of guys. He would have not been in that situation. Thus, there would not have been as exposed to those right-handed hitters.
That's the first time you've used Chet.
All right, time for our Elk Grove pitching recap. Jason Hamill was very, very good tonight, Holly.
Yeah, he did a nice job. You know, 5th, 6th inning, things got a little bit dicey, but again, pitched himself out of it. One thing that Jason's done very, very well this year is pitch out of the stretch. So there were times, and certainly coming off his last 2 starts, important for a big bounce-back start. Jason was just that locked in away from hitters. That's what he started to really attack, that low zone away, both the righties and the lefties, and he kind of stayed down there all game. It was like, if you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me with my best pitch and the toughest place for you to do damage against me. I thought it was a great approach, kind of getting back online, and an outstanding performance, as I said once again. A little bit of traffic out there, but navigated it, as he's always done really all season long, himself out of that traffic.
You look at his numbers at Wrigley Field, 13 starts in the ERA. The record, 9-1 with a 177. And look at the whip, .996. Phenomenal.
Well, right. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And I think back to many of his starts at Wrigley Field, what he does so well, not that he hasn't done it on the road as well, but again, tacking the low zone. I mean, it's a combination of the 2 different types of fastballs that he throws, the slider as well, occasionally the big curveball, but you didn't see too much of that tonight. So it was very, very important for him to get back online. That's really the way that I saw this. I thought he was going to attack the zone with a lot of fastballs and work to a specific spot, and you did see a bunch of that tonight.
All right, big reason for the Cubs sweeping this series, they kept Andrew McCutchen in check. The last time these 2 teams met, just before the All-Star break, Pirates won 2 of 3, and McCutchen 6 for 12 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. This series, take a look at the numbers. There you go, 2 for 14. No, obviously, no run production except 1 RBI, 1 measly RBI, and 2-1 strikeout to walk, as opposed to much different numbers.
Andrew McCutchen is definitely the Pirates' you go, we go guy. You know, we talk about that with Dexter Fowler at the top of the Cubs lineup. Well, Andrew McCutchen has been for a long, long time. Having a down year this year, but when you look at the numbers, and I've been thinking through this entire series, how many times Andrew McCutchen, that's the one thing that I really thought of. I didn't even know the numbers were as bad as they were in this particular series. How many times he came up with crucial at-bats in certain spots of the ball game,
like that one right
where
there,
he could do damage. And I mean, even the walk was the saving grace the second time he came up with the bases loaded. So keeping Andrew McCutchen, and again, he came into this series off a very successful series in Milwaukee, so he was definitely a guy who'd had success before that you wanted to keep in check. Cubs pitching, I think it's a great example of how good they've been this year. They eliminated the hottest, best hitter in their lineup. Some other guys did a little bit of damage, but Andrew McCutchen was completely kept in check and shut down.
All right, time for a break here on Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. More to do. Holly and I will be right back.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Golf is hard. Buying a car shouldn't be. It's all about the green at Continental Motors. 8 locations, thousands of choices. And every Continental Motors dealership has a special offer for you to save some green. Acura, Audi, Honda, Maserati, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Nissan, and Toyota, new or used. Save big during the Continental Motors It's All About the Green Labor Day sales event, now through Monday.
It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
E-Man.
What up, Pete?
You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday ticket included at no extra charge. Only on DirecTV.
Why jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Why not? Chicagoland Skydiving Center was voted the best in the U.S. with a perfect safety record, a one-of-a-kind environment, and round-trip shuttle service from downtown Chicago. Come experience the greatest adventure in the area. Chicagoland Skydiving Center in Rochelle. Visit us at perfectlygoodairplane.com.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
Call Adolescent Growth today and see how our proven treatment programs for eating disorders can begin to bring the sunshine back in the life of your teen and your family.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Active MLB players careers in September and October. Who's hot? Our very own Christopher Coughlin. .315 batting average is 11th highest among active MLB players. Who's not? Dodgers outfielder Josh Reddick. What an awful trade that's turning out to be. Hitting just .236 with 90 strikeouts. Welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's Cap and Holly with you. Time for our Honda winning box score. And this one belongs to the Chicago Cubs, Marty Brenneman. And you see Chris Bryant scored a couple more runs. His league-leading total increases. 36 bombs. His solo home run in the first gave the Cubs a 1-0 lead. A walk and a strikeout. And then a couple knocks for Jason Hayward, who, Holly, he eliminated his toe tap. And everyone seems to think that was a major deal.
Well, the bottom line is this. Whether it is or not, his confidence is starting to rise. And I think Jason Hayward is feeling more productive and certainly more confident at the plate, and that's it. I mean, when you go through struggles in any particular season, I did, you do get to a point where you want to contribute. There's been so many positives that have happened for this team this year. All the different types of conversation that we've had, from the pitching to the offense to the defense to the wins. Jason hasn't, he's been part of the wins, don't get me wrong, and he's played a huge role defensively, certainly on the base paths, and with the way he's carried himself through these struggles. Good to see him starting to feel a part of this, as though he's coming up with some big hits, which he is in these ball games, and the at-bats are starting to
and obviously
make a little bit more sense.
The defense has always been.
Well, and I think we've all taken that for granted just a little bit, but it's, the great defense, the good base running, but to see him contribute with the bat again, he looks like he's invested and he's engaged.
All right, we will be right back. You're watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Domino's has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. Like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza. We gave Brad a date with the Noid. You're welcome. And we gave Rajesh a nightlight. Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours. And carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99. Now, every day.
If you have a typical airline credit card, you only earn double miles when you buy stuff from that airline. Wait, is this where you typically shop? You should be getting double miles on every purchase. Switch to the Capital One Venture Card. With Venture, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, everywhere, every day. Not just airline purchases. Seriously, double miles. Everywhere. What's in your wallet?
We are the Coors Brewing Company, and our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
This is not the land of good enough. Americans don't celebrate the Good Enough Canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced, powering America's largest, fastest 4G LTE network ever, with 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities, coast to coast. Welcome to the next-gen network.
Welcome to Honda.
See anything you like?
Yeah.
Now is the moment to get the Honda Civic you love, voted 2016 North American Car of the Year at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, going on now.
Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card available only at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, time for our Blue Cross Blue Shield key to the game. Holly.
Well, we were looking for a little home cooking, real specific. Jason Hamill, again, it's just playing off of the last two starts. Now, he has been outstanding at home this season, and I certainly wanted to see that happen again, and it did. 1.79 ERA coming into this game at Wrigley Field, and I think all eyes, this wasn't about the standings. This wasn't about, you know, listen, we all love sweeps, but I don't think we're frowning or feeling anything different about our Cubs if, in fact, this game went different, other than Jason Hamill needed to have a great start tonight, and it was great to see him do just that, go out there and dominate that low zone and give a good solid 6 innings.
All right. Thank you for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Holly and I will have more in just a minute on Sportsnet Central. Tomorrow, pregame on CSN Plus at 6:30, and then Holly and I will have postgame from the field at Wrigley, Cubs and the Giants. Cubs win. Thank you for watching. Sportsnet Central is next.
Cubs Postgame Live is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit mykiachicago.com to learn more.
The Kia Top Quality Sales Event ends September 6th. But you can still get great deals on the sleek Optima and Optima Hybrid, as well as the Forte Sedan and hatchback. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 66 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Or 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select models. Visit Kia.com to see how Kia quality performed against the competition. The Kia Top Quality Sales Event ends soon.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to over $150 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost over $3,300. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 Double Play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
Build your next outdoor project with AC2 treated lumber from Menards. Get the largest selection in the Midwest, including 4-inch AC2 premium grade treated decking in 8, 10, 12, and 16-foot lengths. Just 44 cents a linear foot. Give concrete tile and linoleum floors a dramatic new look with rock-solid diamond coat high gloss floor finish. Choose from 4 designer colors, just 84 cents a square foot. Save big during Menards Labor Day construction sale.
Save big money at Menards. Hey, I fix my heart and my broken bones. If I can stand up on my own, don't make me stand alone. Lift me up so I can see the light. When the sun goes down, I will lay in your arms tonight. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Your heart's been repaid.
The 4,000 ASE certified technicians of Firestone Complete Auto Care prove a tool's only as good as the hands behind it. Right now, get an additional 10% off any service at Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
For the most Cubs coverage, go to csnchicago.com. Brought to you by Wintrust.
Hi, I'm Chris Bryant, and you're watching the home for Cubs baseball, CSN Chicago, presented by State Farm.
Deep left, gone! Diving stab, Chris Bryant.
At the plate or the hot corner, Chris Bryant continues to come up huge. Hey, I'm Sierra Santos, and welcome to Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR. The Cubs finish an awesome August by breaking out the Bruins against the Buccos. Chris Sale shines, but the Sox still come up short.
I don't come here for the experience. Come here to win games.
Everything is awesome when you're watching Sportsnet Central.
To Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR.
Tommy La Stella returns to Wrigley Field as the Cubs went for a sweep of the Pirates. After refusing to report to AAA Iowa in late July, La Stella is back with the big club. He met with the team and was in the starting lineup. So La Stella starting at second base, and he didn't have to wait long to get involved. Man on in the first inning. Andrew McCutchen grounds it in the inning-ending double play. La Stella gets taken out, but he makes the throw. He was 0 for 2 at the plate. Bottom half of the inning, Chris Bryant, he takes Ryan Vogelsong deep to left. Bryant's NL leading 36th of the season. And 10th in August, it's 1-0 Cubs. Top fourth inning, more from Bryant. Josh Bell hits a pop fly down the third base line, and Bryant reaches into the crowd to make the awesome catch. Bottom half of the inning, Addison Russell up with runners on the corners. He singles to left field to score. Bryant, Russell's 85th RBI this season, makes it 2-0. Fifth inning now. Cubs up 2-1. Jason Hamill facing McCutchen with the bases loaded. He strikes out the former MVP to end the inning. Hamill allowed 1 run in 6 innings. 6 innings. The Cubs get some needed insurance runs after a leadoff double by Jorge Soler. Jason Hayward singles off Ryan Vogelsong to make it 3-1. Hayward 2 for 3 in the game. Now, after a balk by Anthony Bastardo made it 4-1, Wilson Contreras, he hits a deep fly ball to left. Starling Marte misplays it. Russell scores. Contreras' double makes it 5-1. Top 7th now, 5-2. Jason Grimm on in relief with the bases loaded against Gregory Polanco.
Polanco swings at the first pitch, and it's caught by Russell!
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
He may have just saved 3 runs.
Another great defensive play from Russell. According to StatCast, Russell ran 105 feet for a ball that had 5.4 seconds of hang time. 9th inning, now 6-5 Cubs. Aroldis Chapman in for the save. Pirates already with a run in the inning, and with the tying run in scoring position, Chapman strikes out Jordy Mercer to end the game. Chapman's 12th save as the Cubs. The Cubs sweep the Pirates with a 6-5 win. So after an early exit Saturday in Los Angeles, Jason Hamill allows just 1 run and 3 hits over 6 innings of work, improving to 14-7, while Chris Bryant went 2 for 4 with his 36th home run of the season. He finishes August with a .383 batting average for the month. Aroldis Chapman records his 32nd save of the season. Here's our Kelly Kroll with Chris Bryant after the game.
I've just been seeing the ball really good lately. I feel good about where my swing is at. I'm confident up there. So it was just a byproduct of how I felt up there. But yeah, that was a great game all around. I mean, we had to work for it, but thankfully we got the win.
Well, I know you probably had the best seat in the house for Addison Russell's catch down here. Describe what you saw in that moment.
I mean, I thought it was getting down for sure. I mean, I thought I thought Matt had a better chance at it, but I mean, Addie is made of gold. I mean, he's unbelievable in the field. I can't say enough about his defensive abilities out there. It's just fun to watch.
He's been nothing short of spectacular. Everything he's doing. Came back with the 2 RBIs. The sacrifice fly to right center I thought was outstanding. With that 2-strike pitch, he just moved the baseball. That's what we need to get done in those particular moments, to base it to left field. But he's been amazing, actually. You never even could imagine that you would have this kind of a lead at this particular point of the season. Give our guys credit. Came out, we played really well post All-Star break to this point. We've been able to rest guys over. It's got 2 days off today. I'm going to have to get creative with the bullpen tomorrow, give guys probably multiple days off, some of the bullpen guys. But give our guys credit. I mean, regardless of where we're at in the standings or how we've been doing, we came out to play that game, that day, just like we did today.
22-6 in the month of August. You guys now turn to the final month of the regular season. Assess what this team did this month and where you think you are right now.
I mean, we did better than we could have ever thought. I mean, it was an unbelievable month. 22 wins is something to be very proud of. But we got a lot of work left to do. We got to come out here and win some more ball games, and but it was fun to watch today. I mean, the pitchers battled, the hitters gave good at bats. A long game. We didn't lose focus, so hopefully we continue that into September.
All right, with more reaction, let's send it over to our Cubs post-game live crew, David Kaplan and Todd Hollinsworth. Guys, take it away.
Yeah, thank you very much. Look, Chris Bryant was really good again. He was good defensively, and he jump-starts the offense, gets you a home run on the first inning.
Well, and the thing about Chris Bryant, I mean, you heard him talk about it right there at the end of the ball game, how he's seeing the baseball, where his confidence is at. I mean, we're watching him blossom this year. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised at this. This is what happens in the progression of a younger player who's got his feet underneath him, who's had success at the major league level, who's won some awards, who's been to the postseason. He's doing it again. Everything is not a first, much like it was last year, and we're watching him develop. I mean, that's the great thing about it. And when you hear him talk, you see him take the pitch, go the other way. You see him get a slow off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate and hit it for a home run. It's as simple as that, and it's a joy. There were moments in my career, and you don't get enough of them, even as a major leaguer. You hope that you can, bottle this up and run with it. And what Chris Bryant really is showing you how good he can be. He is in a great spot right now. He's seeing the ball. He's confident. He's playing great defense. He's running the bases well. The game is just really slowing down for him. And I think if you ask him, what speed is this game right now, he'd probably tell you it's a little slow motion.
All right, let's talk about Addison Russell, because he's been really good offensively. He's got 86 RBIs.
Awesome.
Really good guy in the clubhouse. But defensively, he's a Gold Glove caliber shortstop. And the play he made tonight with the bases loaded and 2 outs, nothing short of unreal.
Well, passion and enthusiasm is what I think of when I think of Addison Russell, and that's really before we even start talking about his skill set. What a great catch that was. And we talked about the ground that he covers, the first step quickness that he's got. You see how quick he gets out of there, gives himself a chance. Look how straight the route is. You don't see him veering. You don't see him rounding it off, trying to get back to a ball that's moving on him. That's a straight route to the ball, and even the early dive buys him an extra second, an extra foot of airtime right there to get down on the ground and to secure that catch. Great effort. Huge moment in the ball game right there as Grimm was struggling just a little bit. McCutcheon in the walk gets the pop-up from Polanco, one of their best hitters, and gets himself out of that inning.
Yeah, I loved the show of emotion, too.
That's who he is, man.
He's
that's
a very calm guy at times, and boy, was he fired up.
When you play with that kind of passion, and I always wish that I could be more like that. I just wasn't very good at it in my career. When you do that, your teammates, the fans, they feed off of it. You saw Grimm's his arms don't go into the air.
Gets everybody fired up.
Until you see Addison Russell throw his arm in the air and come up, and he is as excited about the play that he just made, and for the reason he made it, for his teammates, for the pitcher on the mound, for the circumstances in the ballgame.
All right, there you have it. So the Cubs find a way to sweep away the Buccos. Their magic number is down to 16. They have a 15-game lead in the division. The Pirates, I believe, are 16.5 or 17 back. Cubs are just starting to fine-tune things to get ready for the playoffs. Giants in town for 4, starting Thursday night. Holly and I'll have pregame at 6:30 on CSN+. We'll have your postgame show from the field at Wrigley after it goes final. For Todd Hollandsworth, I'm David Kaplan. Let's go back to you, Sierra.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, guys. So the Brewers can help get their magic number down to 16 with a win over the Cardinals. Scoreless in third, Kirk Neuenhuis takes Redbirds rookie Luke Weaver deep for a 3-run homer to put Milwaukee on top. Cardinals down 3-1 in the 8th. Bags packed, 2 outs. Johnny Peralta sends one deep to center, but it's not far enough. Carlos Torres escapes that bases-loaded jam. The Brewers hold on for the 3-1 win. So the win combined with a Cardinals loss lowers the Cubs' magic number down to 16, as Cap was saying on the last day of August. There are 30 games left in the regular season. The Cubs begin a 4-game set with the San Francisco Giants. And you can see the first game here on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. Join Cap and Holly for Cubs pregame live at 6:30. First pitch is just after 7 with Mike Montgomery taking on former Cub Jeff Samardzija. Cubs and Giants on CSN Plus. The White Sox tried to avoid another nightmare at Comerica Park. The Southsiders have lost 9 of their last 10 games in Detroit and look to salvage a win in the 3-game set. Both clubs sent their best to the mound, with Chris Sale facing off against Justin Verlander in a matinee. Verlander continuing his strong bounce-back season, retired 10 of the first 12 Sox hitters. But in the 4th, Jose Abreu capped off a huge month of August by cranking one down the line. Abreu's 19th home run of the season. Alex Avila followed with a homer on the next pitch, makes it 2-0 Sox. It was 2-1 Sox in the 8th. Sale facing J.D. Martinez with a runner on third and 2 outs. Martinez comes through, dropping a base hit into left. So Sale leaves after 8 innings, winds up with a no decision. To the 9th, closer David Robertson in. First man up, rookie Jacoby Jones. He goes deep to right for a double. Later, it's pinch hitter Tyler Collins with a game-winning run 90 feet away. He flies to short left center, and Avi Garcia makes a weak throw home as Jones crosses the plate with the winning run. The Sox get swept out of Detroit, 3-2 the final.
What a major league debut. I don't come here for the experience. Come here to win games, and it didn't happen tonight. It's tough. It's unfortunate. Ran into a little bit of bad luck there. That's a good team, though. That's what good teams do. They find ways to win, and they certainly did that.
Our Bears insider John Mullen explains how Kyle Long's return for the season opener impacts 3 different positions on the offensive line. Plus, a decade ago, Northwestern tragically lost football coach Randy Walker. Now, 10 years later, Pat Fitzgerald uses principles from his mentor to carry on Walker's legacy.
When you really think about what we do on a daily basis, Coach Walker's values, his ability to impact young people, to develop young people, to coach coaches. Those are all the things that I really firmly believe in, and really try to continue on that legacy of developing people to be the best they can be.
This rusty mess isn't going anywhere. Don't trust it to just any cleaner. Trust CLR. CLR makes quick work of the toughest jobs, dissolving crusty white buildup so your shower runs like new. CLR cuts through hard water buildup and helps keep your washer running clean. CLR also earned the EPA's Safer Choice seal, so it's safer for your family. Trust the power of the CLR family and trust your clean to CLR. CLR is available at these fine retailers.
Hi, Russ for U.S. Waterproofing. Looking for a company to repair your home can be stressful. Look to us, as many of your neighbors have, like Mrs. O'Brien in Elmhurst. We sealed cracks in her crawl space. Or Mr. Weber in Orland Park. We installed a battery backup sump pump. And Mr. Kaplan in Northbrook. He needed structural repair after he noticed cracks in his brickwork. We've helped many of your neighbors. Schedule your free consultation today at seepage.com. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
The old dorm, if these walls could talk.
Stop hammer time.
I think the wall is talking.
MC Hammer? He can't touch this.
And when you're hanging in the dorm, you shouldn't touch this or this. Here, use command hooks instead. Hold strong, damage-free. Just peel, stick, and ta-da! Then when school is out, stretch command hook off and ta-da, ta-da!
Legit.
Still legit.
Oh.
What's happening?
Command, do no harm.
Tomorrow, Buster Posey leads the Giants, while Chris Bryant powers the Cubs in a must-see, can't-miss MLB matchup. Beginning at 6:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN+. Tomorrow, Jose Abreu and your Sox clash with Joe Mauer and Minnesota. Throw out the records, because when these two teams get together, sparks will fly. White Sox, Twins, starting at 7 on CSN.
After 2 years in the Windy City, the NFL Draft has found a new home. Philadelphia will be the future site of the 2017 draft, according to multiple reports. The official announcement from the league is expected to come Thursday at noon. Philly last hosted the draft 56 years ago. Bears fans have yet to see Eddie Royal in preseason action, but on Monday the receiver was cleared to practice after passing concussion protocol. While he's available to suit up in the Bears' final preseason game, John Fox doesn't see much of a reason to play a veteran with ample experience. Now, despite his track record before coming to Chicago, Royal feels like he still has plenty to prove.
Every time you step on the field, you got to have something to prove, you know. You want to prove it to your teammates, yourself, your family, the guys that you're playing against, and you want to go out there and show them the type of player that you are. I'm no different. I want to go out there and make plays every time I'm on the field. Just missing that time, you know, just busting your butt all off season, trying to come in the best shape of your life. And then have something like that to sideline you for a little bit of time is frustrating, just because you don't want to lose everything that you worked for all off season. And so I wanted to get back to running around as quickly as I could and get back out there with the guys.
Another injured vet should be ready for full practices next week. Kyle Long has been nursing a sore shoulder since the second preseason game, but John Fox is optimistic Long will be ready for the opener in Houston week 1. Our Bears insider John Mullins says the return of a Pro Bowl caliber player will be a huge boost to a struggling offensive line.
And this is a significant return. Again, it's an interior line position that you rarely know about until they get called for a penalty or something of that sort. But in this case, it makes not one, not two, but three positions better on a key part of obviously what the Bears want to do on offense. Long is a Pro Bowl right guard. Allows Ted Larson to move into center, where he is much more experienced than Cornelius Edison, who's been there. And with a more experienced center, you now have somebody else to help rookie Cody Whitehair at left guard. So the Bears are looking at that. They really haven't talked much about it. They don't like what the line has done, but getting one guy back is going to make three guys better.
Pat Fitzgerald led the Northwestern Wildcats to a 10-win season in 2015, the second time he's done that. He's the only coach in school history to have two such seasons. A decade ago, Fitz was hired to lead the program he once starred for, but it came at a dark time after the sudden death of his mentor, Randy Walker. 10 years later, Fitz continues to honor his legacy on and off the field.
They went to bed last night with high hopes. About 1 o'clock in the morning, they're getting calls from their assistant, from the coaches that are coaching them, telling them that their head coach had just passed away.
I can't describe in words what I initially felt. I was shocked, heartbroken.
As a guy who was 25 years old, it gave me a chance to come back to the school that I played at and coached at. I'm deeply honest. Great mentor, great friend, unbelievable coach, unbelievable person, and he's what coaching college football is all about.
Randy Walker was the last coach to lead the Wildcats to a Big Ten title, earning 3 bowl berths in 7 seasons, something no other coach did prior to him. But his sudden death rocked the campus and stunned college football, leaving the university to turn to one of its own as his successor.
It was the most bittersweet feeling I've ever had in my life. It's a dream of mine to be the head football coach here, but not under these circumstances.
A decade after the passing of his mentor, Pat Fitzgerald is now in his 11th season as head coach of the Wildcats. No football coach in school history has won more games. While Fitz has a firm grasp of the program, he uses principles of the late Walker as part of his own coaching philosophy.
You know, I haven't thought about the freshmen I'm coaching were 8 years old when I took over, and that's when Coach passed. But it puts things definitely into perspective. And, you know, when you really think about what we do on a daily basis, Coach Walker's values, his ability to impact young people, to develop young people, to coach coaches, those are all the things that I really firmly believe in, and really try to continue on that legacy of developing people to be the best they can be.
I definitely see Randy's influence in Pat. Pat keeps him in mind a lot and mentions him often, which my family and I certainly appreciate. He often says, you know, he wished he was still the linebacker coach, and I don't know if I've ever said this to him, but he wouldn't be the linebacker coach. He'd either be the defensive coordinator, or he'd be somewhere else as the head coach, because he's just tremendously talented as a coach.
No coach in 70 years has had a longer tenure than Fitzgerald at Northwestern. And while pressure, contracts, and even ego can cloud a coach's perspective, personal goals have always taken a back seat to the program's success under Pat's leadership.
I'd like to hope that everybody that's around me knows that that's not who I am. You know, I look at it from maybe a bigger picture standpoint. And, you know, I'm just a piece of the puzzle here of our program and our university. And, you know, Coach Walk's legacy, and he's an icon in our coaching fraternity here and our coaching tree at Northwestern. And I feel blessed to have worked for him and with him for the number of years that I had the privilege to do that.
The legacy of Randy Walker lives beyond the football field. Each Saturday, players enter Ryan Field through an entrance on Walker Way. Overlooking the field, the Randy Walker Terrace resides, with a plaque honoring his time at Northwestern. And in the coach's office in the NU athletic facility, Walker's practice plan remains on the whiteboard in his writing with the message, "Do not erase," and his favorite quote permanently labeled on the wall above.
You know, that was his saying. You know, his attitude was always, "I'm doing great."
The influence of coaches in young men's lives is tremendous. It's humbling for me to see that Pat has paid such a tribute to Randy and does it every day. And, you know, he didn't have to do that, because he is, I mean, it's definitely his program now, and it's his team. And so you know, it's wonderful that he's done that.
There's not a day that goes by that we don't think about Coach Walk, and I can only imagine her feelings, her emotions, her thoughts, along with Abby and Jamie and the entire Walker family. But to me, I think that shows the impact that Coach Walker had on all of us.
What do you miss about him most?
His sense of humor. He made me laugh all the time. His energy, his focus. He was a great dad and husband. I was gonna not choke up. The one thing that's really hard is I wish he would have known his grandchildren. So, because he loved little kids. He used to have so much fun when the, excuse me for a minute. When the coaches' wives would come to practice with their little ones, he used to play with them, had a great time. So he would have loved his grandchildren.
It all seems like a blur now, 10 years removed, but you know, just honored to carry on Coach's legacy, and hopefully we lift him up every day with the way that we run our program.
Wow, incredible stuff. Addison Russell's amazing catch caps off an amazing August. For the first-place Cubs, we'll head back to Wrigley for more post-game reaction as Sportsnet Central continues.
It's Al Pavati Ford's Blowout Extravaganza. Right now, you can buy a Ford Focus for $100 down and only $169 a month. Or get 0% financing for 72 months, plus get up to $2,750 back.
That was it, $100 down.
I paid $100 down and only $169 a month.
Get the car you want with over 1,000 cars to choose from and the lowest prices of the year. The Blowout Extravaganza event.
Going on now at the original Al Pavati Ford Melrose Park, 25th and North Avenue.
Recent medical studies have shown that the use of talcum powder can cause ovarian cancer. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with ovarian cancer after using talcum powder, call right now. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer. Call right now to determine if you may qualify. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-661-5102. That's 1-800-661-5102.
Non-attorney spokesperson. Attention women with ovarian cancer. If you or a loved one use baby powder before your diagnosis,
Call 800-220-8613 now.
you may be entitled to compensation. For decades, medical studies have linked long-term use of baby powder with ovarian cancer. If you or someone you love was diagnosed with ovarian cancer after using baby powder,
Call 800-220-8613 now.
And the 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Aroldis Chapman survived a shaky ninth inning, and the Cubs beat the Pirates 6-5. The Cubs' magic number is now down to 16 after they sweep their 14th series of the season, and their lead in the Central Division climbs to a season-high 15 games. The Northsiders are feeling pretty good, but they know the ride is far from over.
You know, definitely a little better than it did last year. We kind of had a work to where we ended up last year, but I mean, I guess we put all the hard work in early in the season, kind of separating ourselves to get to this point. I mean, still, I mean, we're not done, but it's definitely comforting knowing where we're at right now. But like I said, I mean, our foot's pedal to the metal. I mean, we're not letting up. We want to win every game we play, so that's how we'll continue to play it.
We're actually paying off all your layaway.
Thank you. Before heading to Wrigley, Cubs center fielder Dexter Fowler stopped by the Kmart on West Addison, where he surprised 43 families with the news he had paid off their layaway balance. Wednesday's $5,000 gift was part of Dexter's Fowler's Howlers organization. The